My teeth are sharp like a great white shark. Let me taste that flesh, is my favorite part. Got an eagle beak with the ostrich.
Welcome to Caffeine Not Included. Welcome back. So good to see you again.
If you were enjoying that fire jam, it was Alien Boy by
Oliver Tree.
It was Oliver Tree, yeah.
Oliver Tree, great artist, and you should give his music a try and then go watch his music videos. You're welcome. You're going to enjoy that.
They're even more insane, and he does a fantastic job.
Yeah, so listen, since I last saw you, I did a little traveling. I just got back from Indianapolis.
How was your experience? You went to the Indy 500, right?
Went to the Indy 500 with Matt Damon and Christian Bale and Marky Mark, but I didn't get to see him. I saw him on TV.
You didn't get to see him? So you mean Christian Bale didn't get to be moody towards you?
No, but I was hoping that's a real movie star right there. That's what
you could have ran up to him and been like, Batman, Batman. He might have.
Yeah. And Matt Damon had his dad jeans on and stuff, and he was just walking around talking to people.
What are his dad jeans? Are they like Walmart? Are they?
They look like dad jeans.
Or like Wranglers?
He needs a stylist, but Christian looked great. He looked great, and so they were hanging out. And then it was my first Indy 500. I have to recommend it. It looked like it was a fun time. I didn't stay for the whole thing. I flew home. Let's get into our first story of the day.
About the aliens?
Aliens, guys. It's time for alien talk. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The New York Times released an article earlier this week, and these naval pilots have come out, and they said between the year of March 2014 to 2015, they had encounters with unidentified flying objects.
I feel like everyone in the military who flies planes comes in contact with UFOs. This isn't a big deal. It's not a new thing, though.
There's aliens out there, and the New York Times is talking about it. How is this not surprising you?
Because I've just seen this so many times.
I've never seen it once. When I saw the headline, I'm like, this is huge. Everyone's going to be talking about this.
Daryl, every pilot, I'm sure even commercial pilots are saying that
Usually somebody at US Air is sitting there going, hey man, I saw an alien, and then we headed over to Dallas.
Everyone sees weird things in the skies, I feel like, flying over. It doesn't mean they're a UFO. I think they were drones.
Ryan Graves, the Navy pilot, he's been a pilot for 10 years. These are esteemed pilots, and they said, look, I fly a Super Hornet for the Navy, and this is what I saw. And by the way, there's cockpit footage. There's actual footage of this stuff.
Yeah, from the plane. I saw the footage of it.
And did you say that looks like an alien spaceship?
No, I thought it looked like some kind of drone that they were doing some kind of testing with.
Well, who's flying a drone at 30,000 feet?
I don't know. I'm not a drone flyer.
Aliens. These are alien drones. It's a huge story. You guys should definitely check it out. I want to know what more people think. I think we're going to, and by the way, the New York Times, this is the fourth article they've released in the last year about alien stuff. So it's they're slowly leaking this stuff
Starting to get on the alien bandwagon. Maybe they should release an article on what their favorite alien movie is, because there's no way that this was actually aliens.
Well, what's your favorite alien movie?
Mine's Men in Black, hands down.
The original?
The original, yes.
I like Arrival. I thought Arrival was fantastic.
Arrival was a good alien movie. It's a little scary.
Yeah, because if aliens landed tomorrow, what would be your first move?
Well, hopefully, I would hope that they didn't look like ginormous squids like they did in Arrival. I hope they look a little bit more. Everyone has seen Arrival by now at this point, right? It's have you not seen Men in Black yet?
Camera guy, have you seen Arrival?
Okay, they're giant squids. Thanks. Anyway.
Let us know what you think about aliens.
Yeah, let us know. On to the next story. We have what's been going on with Mount Everest and 11 people dying in the last month.
Yeah, less than a month, the last 10 days or so.
2 weeks.
11 people have died. All right, so we were let's look into this. Everyone knows about Mount Everest. It's the highest peak, 29,000
something feet. 29,029 feet.
Yes, we're it's probably hard to do. You have to pay a lot of money. How many people climb this mountain and make it to the summit every year? Turns out a lot. In 2018,
7?
Well, I don't know, or two. We're not sure about that. Over 800 people have reached the summit just last year alone. So that's a
pretty staggering number. And that's where my question is it cool still to climb Mount Everest? If you're at a party and you're like, oh, I climbed Mount Everest, and you're like, and are you going to be
my cousin?
Yeah, you're going to be the guy that's so did 800 others.
So did my high school teacher. And then we were well, we got to see what this looks like. Check out this picture, guys. This is a lot of people. It's you're waiting in line for a ride.
It looks like the Mount Everest ride at Disney World.
It's too crowded up there. You have to pay money. You got to take a Sherpa. And now people are dying at an alarming rate. I think it's time for a new hobby. I don't think this is one people should hang on to.
It seems like it's where people are just spending lots of money to go die. I don't know.
I mean, it's only 11 people, so it's not like that many, but it seems like a lot.
But like that's chancing. That's why I don't skydive, Daryl.
Yeah, but I mean, if your hobby is killing people at 11 every 10 days, that seems like a bad hobby.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think I would stay away from it. But here's the kicker: if you were climbing Mount Everest and you spend $100,000 to go up the mountain, okay, and you come across somebody who's like about to die or is freezing to death or struggling, do you rescue them and bring them back down, or you're like, no, I spent $100,000, I'm going to the top. See ya.
Here's the other thing: I watched documentaries on this. That's the other thing. It's not that exciting to go up there. There's literally movies about it, but in the documentary they say you have a better chance of harming yourself trying to save somebody
than actually just climbing the mountain.
Yes, so you have to leave them alone because you could die trying to, like, I could die trying to save you. So I'd have to just say bye.
I feel like it's a much cooler story though to be like at a party, like a party story, you know, and be like, oh, I saved somebody on Mount Everest.
Yeah,
and oh, I made it to the top.
Not a cool story at a party.
Saying you died.
Where's
with
Brennan? He died trying to save somebody on Mount Everest. Just give it up. New hobby, guys.
All right, now we're to the time in the show where we're going to do our movie review. And this week, Daryl and I...
Yeah, you went to the theater.
I know, I went to the theater. I went and saw it. I went twice, back-to-back nights, but I saw Aladdin.
I saw Aladdin as well. Disney's Aladdin.
What did you think, though?
Okay, so Will Smith plays the genie. I'm sure you guys have heard all about this. There was a lot of anticipation. I saw the movie. I felt it was a little long for me. I thought it went on a little long, and you could save time by cutting out the original songs that are new. They added new music. Wasn't a huge fan of the new songs.
I didn't think the new songs were that great, but the original songs in there from the original were great. I thought they did a good job. Maybe some are not the best singing, but I thought it was good. I will say Will Smith freaking knocked it out of the park.
You liked him?
Genie. I thought he was the best part of the movie.
Okay, that's fair. I like the animals.
And the little monkey.
They're good animals. The animals were good. Here's the problem whenever you're doing a story like this. A lot of things have changed in the world, right? They still kind of covered all the Middle Eastern like stereotypes, which I was just like, I mean, all right, you know? Like there was a lot of Indian people playing Middle Eastern people, and just some of it came off.
Dancing?
It was just kind of bizarre to me, but all in all, they took a swing at it. These live action things are going to keep happening whether or not you like them. So as far as the live action goes, I did smile, and I left in a good mood. I had fun.
I mean, should they have just done another animated version?
Yeah, no, because that was perfection the first time around.
You can't mess it up. You can't.
Would you recommend people go see it?
I think if you have a kid, it's definitely a great kid-friendly movie. If I was younger, I would have been blown away having seen that movie. But as just an adult, I don't know if it's something that you necessarily have to go out of your way to go and see. I think you'd be perfectly fine waiting for it to come out on a streaming service like Netflix or whatever on demand and see it then.
I think that's fair. Do you think this is one of Will Smith's best movies or worse?
No, Men in Black is Will Smith's best movie.
So I mean, it wasn't even a lifetime performance. You know, what are you gonna do? I give it a 7.5, 7.5. It was okay. I liked it. I found it fun, but I wasn't in love with it.
I think that's a fair judge on your part. I'm gonna give it a 6 though.
Yeah. By the way, how easy is it to work at Disney these days? You literally can sit around the table on Monday. Hey, let's do Peter Pan next. Hey,
are they going to do Peter Pan?
They're going to do every single movie they can. They're going to get every last dollar out of us, Uncle Walt.
Off of the same story. So Toy Story 4, right? Or 5?
7. Who knows where they're at? All right, that's our show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe.
And like this video. Also, you can follow us on Instagram.
Speaking of Instagram, our Instagram follow of the week, Nashville Cheese Gal. Look at these charcuterie boards.
Tons and tons of charcuterie boards.